Hi everyone! Today with our team, we're going to talk about an AI-powered branding agency called Tailor Brands. Tailor Brands is an online logo maker and design tool that helps business owners to create logos with a tool powered by artificial intelligence. The company currently has over 10 million users worldwide, and they have created over 400 million logo designs for their customers. Our agenda for today consists of three parts. First, we will go over some of the problems that Tailor Brands is facing in its current market. Second, we will offer solutions to these defined problems. And finally, we will present actionable recommendations how Tailor Brands could tackle those challenges. So we will be focusing on two problems that Tailor Brands is facing in today's marketplace. We strongly believe that the product lacks personalization as they are created by an AI tool rather than creative designers. This means that in the worst case scenario, even though it's really unlikely, customers using the tool might end up with fairly similar logo designs. It can be also argued that if the offering is too narrow, customers will most likely look for other similar tools from competitors to satisfy their needs. Another issue to mention is that the logos chosen to be used are based on personal preferences. As the tool lets companies to choose from different design alternatives, this might not exactly be the best way to choose a company logo, which usually represents company's identity. Another problem Tailor Brands is facing is their inability to engage with their customers efficiently. We believe that strong customer engagement is important for Tailor Brands as there are many companies that offer similar services in the industry. This means that if customers are not satisfied with the tool, they can easily look for product alternatives from companies operating in the same market. Next, Katri will tell you about solutions that can be used to tackle these challenges.
So, next we are going to talk about solutions to formally defined problems. Tailor Brands is generating logos to match customers' preferences. They are utilizing artificial intelligence to define these preferences, and this leads to competitive advantage as other online logo generators do not utilize same kind of technology. As a first suggestion, company could add more elements for its artificial intelligence solution. Let me explain first how the AI technology is now used in the design process. The prominent part of decision-making algorithm is to capture users' preferences in order to design the perfect logo. AI is trying to define clients' particular preferences with machine learning by giving a client an opportunity to choose from two different designs which one he prefers more. From this, the technology is mapping the personal taste and desires to match the visual style to create designs based on clients' preferences. AI also utilizes natural language processing. Customer types in the description of their business, wherefrom the technology captures the industry and way of speaking and uses this kind of data in designing the perfect logo. We are suggesting that the artificial intelligence technology that is a basis for online logo generator should have more steps. For example, more deep process for customer to choose from alternatives or other technologies to define the preferences. The strength of the solution is that the results would be more personalized when there would be more factors defining the preferences. This could also result in strengthening or creating new competitive advantage. If the factors that define the preferences are too narrow, it results in logos being too general. This might include a risk of someone having a similar logo. Through our solution, logos would be more personalized and tuned, which would also result in them to stand time. By this we mean that if the logo is made quickly and not properly of client's preferences, it might happen that after a few years client wants to change the logo, and this would obviously harm the brand image. Coming back to competitive advantage, new, more complex design processes with developed AI technologies and algorithms could also give some lead compared to others in the industry. However, as we can see from the weaknesses, this kind of solution might also be disruptive for the competitive point of view. When developing new technologies and including them in the design processes, it obviously takes more time for clients to use the service. This might risk the current competitive advantage of fast service. However, we think that anyone who is serious with creating a logo for their business does not mind if it takes 10 or 20 minutes to do it, and therefore the risk of losing competitive advantage is not so high. Other weaknesses in this solution are that it obviously takes time to develop new technologies and take them into action. Also, this kind of development requires more resources. Now Marlene is going to introduce you our next solution.
Tailored brands should make their services more engaging and supportive for customers. They can achieve this by creating new services that will satisfy future needs and also developing their existing services. By doing this, the company will return their existing customers, which means a stable profit for the company. Creating a brand can be a tricky and stressful situation. Tailored brands should take that in consideration and create a customer support service and also a community that will guide the customers through the journey of creating their brand. Creating a community will have a positive impact in the company because the customers might share ideas, and this will help the company to understand their customers' wants and needs. This will translate in new services and the improvement of the existing services. The weaknesses can be that the company will have to invest more resources, such as money and time, in the research and development of the services. But in the long run, this will be beneficial for the company. Next, Laura will tell us about the instruction video.
Currently, tailored brands do not have an instructional video on their website on how to use the logo tool successfully. They only have an advertisement type of video under About subpage, but it doesn't have any information on how to get the best out of the logo tool. They should add an instructional video on the front page where they go through the tool step by step and explain how the user can get the most out of the tool. They should include guidance on how to use the tool to the user's company's advantage and point out that they should use the tool keeping in mind the company's views and not use it based on the user's personal preferences only. With proper information on the use of the tool, customers would be able to make more informed decisions, especially if they themselves lack knowledge on branding. The only downside to the video would be that it might scare away users because watching the video takes time and using the tool is supposed to be quick and easy, which is why they should add a skip option to the video. Next, Pinja will tell us about our final recommendations.
Okay, let's move on to the recommendations part. We believe that all of the solutions mentioned during this presentation are actionable, and therefore tailored brands should do them all. For example, every tech company has to constantly develop their platform in order to stay up with the competition. So it would not be a huge deal for tailored brands to add few more steps in their AI solutions to get rid of some problems mentioned earlier this presentation. Company should also aim to engage their users more, since it is known to help a company to make better profits. Tailored brands already has very good existing service portfolio, including, for example, social media channel cover design and Facebook's ad service. These are good supporting services, but they could be further developed. The company could also build customer engagement with adding customer support service and by making pricing model more engaging with adding 1 month term of notice when customer wants to unsubscribe. It could also be a good idea to create a community around tailored brands, since it also includes customer engagement. And lastly, as mentioned before, tailored brands could also make instructions videos, but they should be optional for users and they should have skipping options available, since they could be annoying for some of the users. We believe that by following these recommendations, Tailor Brands would offer a better service for their users. Thank you.